Oracle. What should they call her? What should they call her? Oracle. What's good, everybody? Come on in, come on in. We're gonna do the elements. Let me light a candle. How we doing, guys? Hey, gang. Hey, April. Hey, Nettie. Hey, everybody coming in. Hey. We about to get started. Happy Monday. How is everybody feeling? You know we in this Mercury retrograde. And we actually have 4 retrogrades. This shit ain't for the weak. Let's start with that. This shit ain't for the weak. Okay? So we out here fighting for our lives. And we're going to take a look. Before I get started on the individual elements, I have a couple of decks that I'll be using that are linked in the shopping cart should you decide that you want to use one of those decks. Okay, so before we even get started, thank you, my love, for the gift. Thank you, Wallace. What I'm gonna do is I want to first start out with thank you, Queen. I want to start off with, and I'm sorry if I said Queen and you know I can't see. I need to put my damn glasses on for real. But we need to look at the general energy for everybody. What's good, Proud Father? We're gonna get the general energy for everybody first, okay? And then we're gonna go into the individual elements. I promise that if you listen to your element, you will get the message that you need. Okay? Now, if there are any questions, I will look at those questions at the end of the live. Okay? And I will only take questions from followers. Okay? Buenos dias. All right? So we're going to get into it. Like I said, we're going to start with the general energy for the collective. I want to see what the message is. We're going to start here with the Black Moon Lilith Cosmic Alchemy Oracle set. It's a beautiful deck. Spirit, can you show me, please? What is it? Thank you, my love, for the gift. Thank you, Christy. Please show me with clarity what it is that the collective needs to know. Collective energy, please. Yes, please share this. All questions will be towards the end of the live. For followers only, Spirit. Okay. It's funny because the planets, all planets came out. And so I want you to understand that Spirit doesn't make accidents. The first card that came out was Jupiter. Now, Jupiter went into into Cancer, like last month. Okay, Grand Rising, my love. Okay, and it says expansion, prosperity, and growth. So as this expansion, now depending on where Jupiter falls in your chart and where Cancer falls in your chart, these will be, what's good, muñeca? These will be the areas that are if being affected in your personal life. I'm going to repeat that again. Okay? Wherever Jupiter and Cancer is in your birth chart is what area of your life will be affected. Okay? So there is some sense of growth coming. Now you also have Pluto, endings and regeneration. So this is the death card basically. And Aquarius is in Pluto, and we are in Mars, right? I mean, we are in Leo season right now. So we're directly opposing that. Okay? So there is an energy that's making us forced to see what about ourselves cannot go on the journey, on this leg of the journey that we're undertaking. Okay, guys? There's something you're facing about yourself, but as above, so below. So if you're facing that about yourself, it most likely came through a realization through someone else. Okay? What you are no longer resonating with to be able to birth that new gift that Jupiter wants to bring you. Okay? Questions will be for the end, and they will be from followers only. Okay? Now you have Uranus here. Uranus just went into Gemini. Spark of genius and ascension. But this also is every time Uranus goes into Gemini's revolutions around the world. Meaning that you are in some way, what you're doing right now is revolutionary. You're peeling away something that you thought could never leave you. Okay? Some sense of limitation that you saw for yourself, right? We're breaking free of something. Okay? We're breaking free of something. At the bottom of the deck, age, reality, and discipline, Saturn, right? So also Saturn is in retrograde right now. So is Pluto. So these are things that are causing us to assess where we have been, where we're going, right? Good morning, my love. Hey, everybody coming in, right? It's making us have to take a long, hard look at who we've been associating with, why we've been associating with them, what did we fear of letting go? Okay, so we're going to start there. I also want to add, before we get into each element, that Pluto, right, facing off against Leo, which represents the ego, the sun, the self in a sense, right? What part of your ego it's like a shadow death of something that no longer is supported, and you're having a realization about that. Okay, what's good, Shaquana? All right, so just let that simmer, because it's as above, so below. So you're letting stuff go outside of you. What's good, Tawanda? But there's also a mirror effect of that. Okay, so we're gonna start with fire signs: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Pull up. Let's get into it. What's good stuff? Okay, we're gonna get you guys a mantra for the week, and then we'll get you some tarot. For Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, pull up. Spirit, can you show me, please, what is it that Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius need to know at this time, please? Hey, Johnny. What's good, Project Execute? Show me, Spirit. The person of my dreams is already dreaming of me. It's giving twin flame. Every penny I spend is a return to me tenfold. Okay, so and I just did a video this morning about runner chaser and about finding peace within oneself, and how when you're looking outside of yourself for that, you won't find it. Right? I feel like what people don't understand is that their frequency when it comes to love and money is the fucking same. Okay, yes, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, guys. Follow what I'm saying. The frequency you have around love is also the frequency you have around money. If you can't attract one, you're going to have trouble attracting the other. That's why Venus rules both. Okay? So why? Because money and love come to you through magnetism, fire signs. They're talking about being magnetized. Okay? And what are you magnetizing? Let's take a look. At the bottom of the deck, I feel safe receiving love, and that could be a problem. So maybe you're magnetizing it, but then when it comes, there's something unhealed that hasn't been looked at, and that also could be affecting money, meaning it's coming in, it's going out as fast as it's coming in. Let's look at some tarot for my fire signs. Spirit, can you show me for Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, please? Please show me Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Swords. Okay, there's something about discernment here. Spirit, can you show me? You could be very guarded because of a situation where you had to, remove yourself, or maybe you felt like somebody was taking your kindness for weakness. Spirit, can you show me? You got the Tower coming out crossed, okay? You got the Three of Cups. There was definitely an event. Could have been a third-party situation. Spirit, can you show me, please? Ace of Cups crossed, okay? You're wondering, or you've been thinking about what was real in a relationship. Was there really love? Was that, or was it some kind of trauma bonding? Like, you're looking at something, okay? Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so this is like the wounds of love. This might not even be a situation that's actively happening. This could be reflexive, looking back, okay, to go forward. Spirit, one more. And you have the Five of Wands. So there is some kind of conflict, and this conflict could be within so that you could transmute something. Death card at the bottom. Underneath that is the Devil, meaning there's some kind of inner wound that has come up in relationships, okay? Love relationships. Do you see that Devil card? Do you see that? Okay. We're doing the fire signs right now, but I'm going to do all the elements. If you listen to your element, sun, moon, and rising, you will have a full understanding of the energy headed for you for the week. I feel like fire signs, there was something that fell apart. An area of your life. It could have been your career, it could have been your money, it could have been love, it could have been more than one. I feel like through that experience, you got to see who was really rocking with you, who was really down with you. Okay? And I feel like because of that, you're rewriting how you move forward. Okay? It's something like that. We're going to take a look. Spirit, can you show me? Why is this Tower here for my fire signs? Knight of Cups. Okay, so this is like something that feels good. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. This could have been you. This could have been somebody else. It does feel like you to a certain extent, where there's like the energy of maybe not letting people get in too close. Okay, maybe you have trouble trusting individuals because of situations that have occurred. Okay, then you have here the Three of Cups. Okay, could have been 3 relationships. Okay, could have been, questions will be at the end, guys. Okay, for followers only. There was an event, or there could be one coming, right? There's a situation that has happened. Okay, and somebody could have said they were sorry, okay, for a bad decision. 7 of Pentacles, which you could be recognizing that this isn't the first time, whether it was with this same person that it was the first time, or this has happened before. You're recognizing a pattern. It feels like you want to get off of this this like hamster wheel. Okay, what's good, Soy La Mezclada? Okay, So you have here the Ace of Cups coming out, crossfire signs. There's something here about what is real love. How do you know when real love represents itself, or who you give your love to, right? I feel like you gave more than just more than just romantic. It was also your money. And again, didn't I start off saying that love and money run on the same frequency? And you're recognizing, I feel like when somebody left or when somebody did something, both could have dried up. Okay, 9 of Cups. I feel like you're recognizing how much you've invested in other people without much of a return. I feel like that's the part that you are changing. Okay, 4 of Swords. You're in a healing stage. You're like in a cocoon. Underneath that, the 10 of Swords, because of a betrayal. Underneath that, the Ace of Wands is here. It's because fire signs, you guys like to fight fire with fire, right? So you're looking for something to ignite you, to regenerate you, to move you in a particular direction. But right now, it's the stillness that's needed so that you can look squarely in the face of what has been blocking you in love and money, because it's related. Okay, you have the 9 of Pentacles here. Spirit, why? I feel like you're learning to stand up. Okay, stand up, right? Yeah, you're learning to stand up so that you can never be put out in the cold. I feel like what you were doing before, you were manifesting or you were making money or whatever you were doing, but it wasn't staying because you was too much investing in how to keep something together instead of how to grow yourself. Okay, so now that this other thing is gone, you're recognizing that was the mistake. You were thinking for two and not for yourself. And now you're going to recognize nobody puts baby in the corner. You're never going to let somebody leave you out in the cold again. You're welcome, Jenna. Okay. Let me see what the 5 of Wands is here for you guys. The 5 of Wands comes out with the Ace of Swords. You're recognizing that unless you were giving to somebody, okay, that it wasn't true. Okay, King of Pentacles, and you might have been making somebody else firmer. You could have been more invested in helping them than helping yourself. And that all along, you could have been the King of Pentacles too, had you focused on yourself. What's good, Mo? So I feel like right now, that's the conflict, right? Were you trying low-key in some kind of lack state to give to something or someone else as an expression of love? Okay, at the bottom of the deck is the Wheel of Fortune, right? And the Queen of Pentacles. So it's like you're learning a lesson in self-love, because although you were trying to express it in a way of generosity, it was being taken as you trying to purchase something, and you may not have recognized that. And so this person was they were extracting. Even if they were invested, it was the root of their investment that needed to be looked at. And it's not totally on them, because you didn't recognize that that was your, love language. But you need to shift your love language. Okay? Because somebody was seeing it as an exchange. And then when there was no exchange, or when you didn't have anything to give, then you no longer served a purpose. And that might sound harsh, but sometimes we have to peel away the layers. Somebody here saw you as beneficial in some way, right? Maybe your fight, that you would fight for them. It doesn't always have to be monetary, right? I'm trying to explain something to you. When I'm going to give you a quick example, and then we're going to move on. Fire signs. Okay? I remember in in junior high school, right? I used to hang out with these girls. And I recognized that one of the other girls was like, she's your pit bull. And it was because I had my own trauma. So if somebody started some shit with me, I would wear their ass out early. You heard? I'm a Harlem baby. We could get it cracking right the fuck now. Okay. And so what I realized was their proximity to me was they didn't have to fight their own battles. So sometimes it's not money. Check your circle, babe. That's what I got for my fire signs. This is a week to look within your circle and what maybe you might have been trading off for some type of loyalty that you had, or that you felt there was a relationship there. What's good, Brianna? But in reality, somebody was seeing it as an exchange. And you might have been in that situation for a long time. But I feel like now you're recognizing that it's time to put yourself first and build a relationship with you. And as you do that, I feel like your money improves. Fire signs. Okay. Now, we're going to go into, is it Earth? Yeah, we're going to go into Earth now. Okay. If you would like a question, that will be at the end, and it will only be from followers. Okay. So let's get into it. Let's get a mantra for my Earth signs. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Let's go. Pull up. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Pull up, please. Earth signs. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Please like, share, and follow. Spirit, can you show me? Thank you. And you have, I get paid to exist. Well, okay, I like that where that's going. People feel lucky to know me, and they should. Okay, and they should. There's some kind of you're changing your mindset, Earth signs. Okay. I feel like there's something about your foundation. Okay. I'm getting 4 pillars. Okay. What you built your foundation on. Okay. I feel like that's coming to the forefront right now. You have an 8 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Okay. So maybe you feel like you need to increase your cushion, your money, something like that. Okay. There may be something that you're trying to get out from under, a credit card bill, something like that, right? Justice, okay? So I feel like Earth signs, you have made some changes in regards to how you see yourself or your relationship with yourself. However, something may have come up financially recently that was unexpected or that got away from you, something, okay? And I feel like you're looking at this as a setback. Okay, and some kind of setback. Thank you for the follow, my love. And as you're looking at this as some kind of setback, you're also recognizing like, oh, I did so much progress in X, Y, and Z. Why can't I get out from under this shit? Right? So automatically, see, this is what tells me that you're on like the second level of this ascension journey, because you're recognizing faster. Before, maybe it took you longer. Like, you're recognizing like, oh, I need to fix something in this area because I'm struggling in an area, right? Spirit, can you show me what it is that my Earth signs need to know right now, please? Can you show me what my Earth signs need to know right now? You got the Magician out here. Something about your alchemy, or you're learning about alchemy, or you learned about manifestation, okay? 5 of Cups, something still got away from you with the 4 of Wands. There goes the 4 pillars right there. Okay. Earth signs, I want you to be a little kinder to yourself. I feel like when you set out on an original mindset or a plan, it was in the infancy of your ascension or of your spiritual journey. So the 4 pillars that you laid down, I feel like one of them was on like faulty faulty land. This feels like having to go back and make a correction to a plan. It doesn't mean that you have to knock all the pillars down. It feels like you got to dig around a pillar, pour cement, solid it up, right? And then push dirt back. Do you understand? They're showing me the image, and I can only give it to you in the way that they're giving it to me. No fancy words. I'm showing you the pictures, okay? At the bottom of the deck is the Seven of Cups. There may be something that feels like elusive, okay? Like I keep making this error maybe in different subject matters. It's an undoing in some way. It could be a core habit that follows you from area to area that you need to look at. Yeah, you see Hangman underneath. Okay, this is like a new perspective that you need to get over this thing that eludes you. Okay, so that you can be the Nine of Cups. Okay, so that is like to be happy, and underneath that is a Tower. Okay, so I feel like you're deconstructing something on purpose. Okay, this tower is on purpose. It's you peeling away the layers. Okay, what's good, Miss Lotus Wisdom? Any questions are towards the end. Okay, and it has to be from a follower. All right, now let's clarify these cards for my Earth sign spirit. Why is this Magician here? Why is this Magician here for my Earth signs, please? If you watch your Sun, Moon, and Rising element, you will get a full picture of the week. If you have missed your element, you can always head over to YouTube where it is equally simultaneously live, okay? Hangman, Spirit. You are getting a new perspective about something, about your alchemy style, about how you look at something. Eight of Swords and the King of Wands. Okay, so I feel like there was something that you couldn't take action on, or you took action in the wrong way. But I feel like you are now discovering how that, thank you for the follow, how or where you may have laid the wrong brick in this foundation. Okay, but here you are recreating. Okay, I feel like this is more cement, right? This is water. You see the picture. Okay, so I feel like there's you're correcting something, and that's very timely because Mercury retrogrades. That's what you should do in Mercury retrograde: deconstruct and fix an error. Five of Cups is here. Okay, this is something that kept coming to you, kept happening. All right. And it was a Seven of Swords. It was somehow how you deceived yourself. I'm not good enough. I can't do it. Or something that you couldn't see that you were doing. Good. What's good, Trisha? Okay. But here you are, the Fool. I feel like you are actually excavating this thing, Earth signs. You're looking at something that kept going from different areas. Could have been in financial, love, at work, family, something that you're like, why does this keep coming up? So it has something to do with loss or lack, and something that you felt you didn't have within yourself. Okay, Strength card. All my life I had a fight. Underneath that, Four of Swords is the healing, and the Six of Cups. It has something to do with your childhood, and it is around money and family and generational wealth. Maybe you come from a large family, okay, where there wasn't enough to go around, okay, or maybe you're the oldest child where you weren't permitted to be a child, okay, but there's something here about what you feel you must do versus what would serve you, and it's something about breaking the mold. Okay, so let's take a look. Thank you for the love, guys. I'm sorry if I don't always mention it. It's because I'm channeling. Okay, you got the Four of Wands here with the Queen of Swords. You are using, male or female here, you are using your discernment now. This could be after a divorce. Okay, maybe you went into a marriage with some kind of idolization of what a relationship or a marriage should be. Okay, and this could be all predicated on that same type of belief system that now you're deconstructing to free yourself. Free your mind, for the rest will follow, right? I also feel like it's not like you're swearing off relationships. It's like you're recognizing what it is you need in a relationship, something that honors you, that adds to you, that doesn't subtract from you. Okay, all questions will be towards the end from followers, please. Okay, you've got the 5 of Pentacles out here, earth signs. Okay, you could have felt lack because somebody could have decided they were leaving a marriage, or you decided you were leaving some kind of religion. There's something here about not aligning with something, and both of those things could be true. Okay, yes, please do like and follow and share. Okay, but I feel like your faith, you're rebuilding that. But this faith is like more in the altar of you, like understanding that you are the most important relationship you'll have. And so therefore it's like you're recognizing that you can't give from an empty cup. There's some kind of rebuild in the way that you were building outside and now you're building inside. And I love that for you, earth signs. I'm an earth sign too. Okay, Page of Pentacles. Good morning, everybody coming in. Okay, you got the Page of Pentacles out here with the Queen of Pentacles. And because you're willing to take this on, and because you're willing to go on this self-love journey, a very lucrative opportunity is coming to you. You could even be healing some internal mother wounds, male or female. Okay, and it's causing you to be magnetized, which is why you had that I paid to exist. People feel lucky to know me. There's a magnetizing that's happening because of your willingness to ascend, but within. Okay, I love that for you, earth signs. I feel like you are using this Mercury retrograde in a very precise way to free yourself from something that no longer resonates with you. Any questions will be towards the end of the live. Okay, that's what I have for my earth signs. Okay, whatever was the illusion that you were basing this, I don't know, like basing your plans or your thoughts, okay, on, it's as if you're reshaping that. Okay, you're reshaping that. There we go. All right. So, Brianna, Virgo, Venus. I love that reading. Very good. I'm glad to hear that. Okay. So let's do, who's next? Libra. Okay. So it's going to be air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay. Let's go. Pull up to the front. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Please do like and follow. Spirit, can you show me what it is that my air signs need to know right now, please? I don't work for money. Money works for me. Hello. Bottom of the deck, universe, show me how it gets better. Okay, so now, okay, I'm digging that. Air signs, I'm hearing on the winds of love, only the two of us together flying high. Okay, but the two of us is you and spirit. Okay, so it's like you got the secret sauce in a sense right now because you're hearing, okay, you may not recognize it. You may think it's a lot of synchronicities, but what is happening is that you are getting in sync with the understanding that, you know, closed mouths don't get fed, that the universe only has one answer and the answer is yes. So how do you formulate the question to get what you need? Right? A lot of times people don't realize they've been asking the wrong fucking question. I'm giving an example. Am I always going to be broke? Yes. Is there money headed to me? Yes. You see how that question could be very different? Speak life over your blessings and blessings over your life. I feel like air signs, you're kind of getting the swing. Okay? Like, oh, if I have a low energy frequency, I get low energy responses. Okay? So let's get you guys some tarot. Let's take a look. Spirit, can you show me, please? What is it? That my air signs need to know right now? What does my air signs need to know right now? If you have any personal questions, they will be towards the end. Make sure you are a follower, as I will only be taking questions from followers. Spirit, can you show me, please? Page of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. You can't see my live on TikTok. That's weird. I'll have to look at why. Because there's a lot of people over there right now. I'm gonna check it out. When I get off. And tell me what it says when you try to see it. Okay, air signs. You got the world. Okay. I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Not to let it show. I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Got to let it show. Okay, I feel like in the past some shit happened where, normally it would have capsized you. You've been all fucked up right now. Okay, but I feel like you have learned something about spirituality, okay, or about astrology, or about your own inner powers, okay? All questions will be at the end, and you have to be a follower. Okay, so I feel like there's something here, but this time rather than just getting like in negative energy, you're recognizing that this is like this is only a test of the American broadcasting system. You're like, this is just trying to check me to see if I could keep my vibration up. Okay. Spirit, can you show me why is the world here with the 7 of Pentacles coming out crossed? You could be struggling. You like, I'm gonna fake it till I make it though, because you won't catch me slipping, because I understand that the universe only has one answer, and I wanted to say yes to the right thing. Thank you. Hey, Official Venus. Okay, so you've got the 3 of Pentacles coming out here. Spirit, why is the 3 of Pentacles here for my air signs with the 2 of Swords? Okay. For some of you, a collaboration, whether this is a job, a relationship, something is not working out, and you're not sure like where the next collaboration will be, or if there's a lifeline. Okay. 5 of Pentacles. Okay. It's giving like down and out. But while you're down and out, it's like, nah, this is a mind fuck. I'm not going to let the mind fuck me like this. I'm going to get my vibration right. It's like you're in cognitive dissonance in a positive way. Like you're using cognitive dissonance to magnetize you, which I love that. Okay. So let's see what's good, Queen Pamela. Okay. Hangman, Spirit, why? Hangman with the world. Okay, so you're starting to recognize that whatever ended, or whatever made you feel like something was being taken, right? You're recognizing it's an opportunity to flip the script, to change the vibration. Okay. So it's the difference between saying, oh, this got removed from me, and then you saying, oh, now I can start fresh. Okay, so it has something to do with the change in perspective. So rather than seeing a half glass half empty, you're seeing it half full. Okay, and use what you got. Hell yeah. Okay, so now you got the Ace of Cups out here. Air signs, Ace of Cups. What's this? With the Ace of Wands coming out cross, I swear to you, I said to you that it was a fake it till you make it type energy. So you're like, I got all the love to manifest and build what it is I desire, even if I don't have the drive right now. Right? I'll have to let the womb of my heart plant the seed. It will have to be enough, even if my solar plexus isn't feeling that, but my heart is feeling that, and that's enough to pull me through, to fake it till I make it. Okay, so you got the Star card. This is Aquarian energy. That is where Pluto is. Okay, that is the divine and pouring both into the 3D and the 5D. Okay, so Spirit, why is this Star card here? Can you show me, please? And it comes out with the star crossed. Okay, so you're like, I don't know what's gonna happen, and there may be some events that are out of my control. Okay, and there's even some events that have happened in the past that I have, caused myself to be rerouted on this GPS to my higher self, and now I recognize that there are some things that I blocked. With a book. It was like I gave my story to be written by somebody else, and I never do that shit again. Bottom of the deck, 4 swords, healing journey. Spirit, can you show me, why is this Page of Pentacles here? Why is this Page of Pentacles here? Okay, you're recognizing this Page of Pentacles came out with the 5 of Swords. There was an opportunity that was given to you or offered to you, but it had a lot of manipulation. Okay, could have been from a Knight of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, or somebody who just sweet talked you. Okay, Spirit just said fucking out of both pantyhose legs or some shit like that. So this person could have had like they could be a sweet talker. Okay, but the 7 swords. So this is somebody who offers pie in the sky, but they ain't really gonna give you shit. Okay, and the Ace of Swords, and it's like you recognize that. Okay, this person goes around enlisting assistance and energy so that they can prepare themselves forward. Okay, and they might not even recognize that they're doing that. They may just feel entitled, but I feel like you've recognized now by some disposability, whether this is through a job that you overgave to, it doesn't matter. Okay, 2 of Cups here. And it comes out with the Hierophant, okay? Some of you could have been married in this situation, or you had faith of what it was going to turn out to. And the Sun, okay? And then the 7 of Cups. The whole time, air signs, the whole time, you were having hope and faith for something, and this person was in some way competing with you. If this is a job, like there was a limitation, they weren't going to let you pass. Okay, 7 of Cups, you weren't seeing something clearly, air signs, about some kind of conflict and about a lack of reciprocity. But the Hangman, now you got the clear sight, clear vision, and the Ace of Pentacles. And now you it's like you know where to plant the seed. And it's like I said, you're planting it in your heart. It feels like you very much understand the power of manifestation now. I feel like you were using your manifestation for a book that somebody else wrote for you. So in other words, if your parents said you should be a doctor, right? You could have been on the road to be the best doctor and even could accomplish that, but could have felt like you kept hitting a wall, right? So it's not to say that if you spent, 15 years becoming a doctor, that no longer you don't want to become a doctor, but you might be changing the type of doctor. There's something that you're looking at, whether it's in your love life, in your career, whatever. And you're recognizing that your style of manifestation has elevated because you're not giving into anxiety. Okay? 8 of Wands. It's a conversation that you're having with Spirit. Okay? Like I said, on the wings of love. Spirit, why is this 8 of Wands here for? Right? 4 Pentacles crossed. Okay? So I feel like in the past, you may have had a fleeting relationship with money or something like that. Or you overgave or something, and now you're learning that this relationship with Spirit or the universe or the divine is an equal give and take. And that's like what you've learned out of this whole experience, okay? That it was never about them or what they wanted. It's always been about you and the divine. And I feel like now you know that, okay? That's what I have for air signs. Water signs, pull up. Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. And then after that, I will look at taking some questions, okay? Let me just clear these really quickly. All right. Let's get a manifestation card for water signs. And then after that, we will question Spirit. Can you show me what is it that my water signs need to know? Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio, please. What does water signs need to know? Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. And you guys got, the universe intended me to live a life of riches. I am a money magnet, and everyone I desire desires me. Very much this week is about magnetism. I feel that very strongly. There's a corrective element that is happening with magnetism, with how we use our power of manifestation. What's good, T? Hey, everybody, come on in. Water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, please pull up. Show me, Spirit. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Pull up. At the bottom of the deck, Judgment. This is Scorpio card. Spirit, can you show me? Any questions will be at the end. And from followers, Spirit, can you show me? You have out here the 4 of Pentacles. You've been holding back from something, or you feel like something's holding it back from you. You have the 2 of Swords here. Something was eluding you, but it's about to change, okay? The 8 of Cups crossed, okay? Something maybe you thought was leaving was the divine leadership, all right? You've got the 3 of Wands coming out crossed, but now that it's something, want to be starting something, got to be starting something, how to get over, to rub together, and stuck in the middle, right? So I'm feeling here, should I stay or should I go? There's something here about what a relationship should be. Should it transform, transmute? Should it grow? You know, that kind of thing. What's good, Jennifer LaRoe? Right? Whether you're going to stay, whether you're going to go. whether it's feeding your soul or whether it is blocking an element that you are trying to manifest. Nine of Cups, you're very much in the energy of like getting in alignment with your innermost happiness. Okay, Spirit, can you show me why is this Four of Pentacles here, please? Why is this Four of Pentacles here for my water signs? Can you show me, please? Four of Pentacles comes out with the Five of Wands, the Two of Cups, and the Two of Wands. Okay, and the Five of Wands and the Two of Cups came out cross. So already there's a relationship, friend, family, or lover that has a lot of conflict, and you're deciding whether that's really in your best interest. Okay, whether you should just hold back from this situation, should you remove it? That's all on the chopping block. Okay, with the Two of Swords here, why is this Two of Swords here? There's something that's about to happen. Ten of Wands. Okay, it feels like you gonna get to a breaking point where a decision has to be made either way. And sometimes we come to a crossroads for that because we have to choose, right? And that may be happening. You may have been waiting for somebody to change something, and I feel like they weren't. And I feel like you get to a breaking point, you remove yourself from something. Now, whether this is, already happened or about to happen, I feel like that is the catalyst to change something. Eight of Cups coming out cross. Spirit, why is this Eight of Cups coming out cross? Okay. This is the should I stay or should I go? Spirit, can you show me why is this Eight of Cups cross? And it comes out with the Devil. There's something that is around you that is toxic. But there's also fear of leaving it behind. This could be a long-term relationship. This could be a job. This could be a family member. But there's something that you're afraid because maybe it's all you know. Queen of Swords. Okay, now for some of you, this could be a divorce, or this is a separation, or this is an acknowledgement that that's where something is headed. There's some type of separation that's coming. Somebody could be trying to get you not to leave because maybe you had a realization like no answer is an answer. So I'm fucking out. Since you don't want to change, then I'm gonna leave. And then they're like, please don't go. Right? So you got the Three of Wands coming out here cross. Okay. You could be right now in the thing of trying to give something a chance because somebody begged for it. Right? With the Three of Wands coming out cross with the High Priestess here. You may be in, if you gave something another shot, you could be internally feeling like this relationship or whatever this is probably isn't for you. You could be saying, I don't think this is for me. Even now that this person may be trying to put the effort, they're trying to put it because I've actually pulled the plug or I decided I was going to leave something. Therefore, they could have done that before. They didn't. So there's something about that. But there's also like a secret or something that you're unaware of. But it's gnawing at you. It's like you can feel it. Okay. So Four of Wands. Okay. So, and it may not be a secret from this person. It could be a secret from yourself. Like, oh, I needed this to happen. I needed them not to show up because now I can see, that I was afraid to leave. And now that I took this leap of faith, now this person wants to, so they knew my worth, but I didn't know my fucking worth. They knew my worth because now that I'm ready to leave, now they want to win me over, right? Whether this is a job or otherwise, right? But I didn't know my worth because all this other time I was trying to prove my validity or my worth, and they were just ignoring me because they were extracting. Water signs. You're recognizing that it wasn't an error. Nine of Pentacles. You may even be recognizing that you can do battle by yourself or that it would be easier to do it on your own. You got the Nine of Pentacles here with the Judgment. Boom. Right? Bottom of the deck, Seven of Swords, right? You could feel like this was all a deception. or that they didn't give to you, like they took advantage in some way by trying to make you think that it wasn't enough or that you weren't enough or whatever. But you're recognizing something here, something about you can be independent. You don't have to fear this devil, whatever you're afraid of. You're letting something go. You got the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. This whole experience has taught you about self-worth. Spirit, why is this Queen of Pentacles here? Comes out with the Six of Wands. So now it's like you have the choice. If this is a relationship, you have the choice whether you want it, because the Queen of Pentacles can be, you know, the quintessential spouse, okay? But she also knows her worth and she doesn't put up with shit anymore, okay? So you could be extracting yourself. The last card was the Nine of Pentacles, okay, from a situation because you can do it now on your own, or your standards are elevating and now somebody's gonna have to meet you where you are, okay? Either way, you have done some healing around your relationship with yourself, okay? That's what I have for my water signs. Okay, I'm going to take 5 questions. 5 questions from TikTok and 5 questions from YouTube, okay? I will only take questions from people who are followers. And I will only take questions that are yes or no answers, okay? All right, let's go. Spirit picks the questions. Honesty. I know you were here for a while. Should I give up on my relationship with Daniel? Nine of Cups with the, I feel like it's going to come back around, but you need to concentrate more on your inner healing and what it is that will make you happy. Because while you're concentrating on this other person, you're energetically giving them the power. Concentrate on yourself magnetically, and you will draw that energy back, okay? Miss Lotus Wisdom, well, I need to change Mama into another facility. Yes. Yes. And you have some fear around that. I think they are trying to communicate that to you. Okay. But she may need more care. And there's an event that's going to come that's going to show you that. So to avoid that, maybe you should start working on that already. Okay. TJ. Okay, Pata. Was I wrong about my Libra lady this morning? Show me. Not completely. Your energy was correct. You hit the wrong mark. Hangman, so there was another perspective. Chariot, feel like somebody might have disappeared for a minute and their explanation isn't up to snuff. The World, somebody was choosing a way to communicate something, and that style of communication doesn't align with you because you're an earth sign. Okay? this person may try to flip the script and make it seem like because you took a stand in a direct form that you're the villain, but it actually saves them from having to explain something. So Spirit says, observe, right? And make your decision on that. If you see a red flag, right? Because you already saw that in your reading, the thing is coming. So we're not standing in the way of anything that can give us that. Fuck that. Right? So if there was something that was a red flag, and rather than that person explaining the red flag, what they ended up doing was like try to like scapegoat you into making you feel like, oh, well, you see, you jumped off the deep end, so but never explained. You already know. Okay, I'm gonna take one from YouTube. Do you see a move for me in the future? Not New York. Okay, so Miss Clara, let's look. I will be alternating. If you want a question answered, you must be a follower. Yes, there will be a move for you, but out of the city, but not right now. Okay, and I don't know where in the city you live, but I'm also feeling like you might be going to like upstate or Poughkeepsie or something like that. Okay, Ace of Cups and the Judgment and the Ace of Swords. You do need a relocation. Okay, but you might be thinking that you have to leave the state. I feel like you need to leave the city. Okay. All right, let's see. Let's see. Okay. Take it to the max. Are my in-laws manipulating my children against me? Thank you for the gifts, my love. Are my in-laws manipulating my children against me? Take it to the max. Are my in-laws manipulating my children against me? Yes. Hardcore. 10 of Swords with the 8 of Cups. 2 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck with the Wheel of Fortune. It may work in the short term, but in the long term, it will not. Okay? In the long term, it will not. They will end up creating their own judgments. Do not use your children's or the fact that the in-laws are trying to manipulate them to be like, well, there's nothing I can do. I shouldn't even bother to show up, because then that's you using that to relinquish your responsibilities, when in truth, as long as you're doing what you need to do, in the end, these children will see that they can have hope and faith in you. You have the Hierophant here. Okay, you got the Hangman. They're going to create their own opinions, and the Wheel of Fortune, and this will turn back on these in-laws. Okay, so Spirit is advising you to not give in to the desire of washing your hands, because then you're giving them the power that they don't have. Okay, let me get, is there another one here? Okay, I'll come back. All right, let's get question number, what is that, 3? No, I did 3 here. Drop your questions, guys. I will give you a second. You have to be a follower for me to answer a question. Will me and Devin be more than friends? Sure. Will me and Devin be more than friends? More than friends. Not at this time. And you should think of it as protection from spirit, because it would cause you a lot of pain. Okay, so spirit is trying to keep you, because hurt people, and you may not recognize that right now. Okay. All right. Well, me and this Pisces, you have to be a follower, my love. Make sure you follow. You're welcome. Augustina, will KD reach out to me to reconcile? You do follow? Okay, I'll drop you a question. Give me 1 second. Not right now, honey. KD, you're not going to reconcile right now. The energy is a little harsh. Okay, what was your question, Magically Chef? Give me 1 second, Tawanda. Let me see if I go back up. See it. Will me and this Pisces be in a relationship, Spirit? So careful with that relationship, because I feel like this person could be on the rebound, or this person could feel like you have to make a certain amount of money, right? And they could have some gold digger tendencies. Okay, and it could be very ego driven, or they feel like there has to be a certain level of status. Okay, so be careful, because you may be aspiring to a relationship that isn't necessarily for you. Give me 1 second. Tawanda, will my oldest get it together soon? Spirit, can you show me for Tawanda, please? What does she need to know? King of Swords with the 7 of Wands. Okay, so he's starting to pay attention to, what he thinks about, he brings about. Like, he's starting to pay attention to that. The problem is that he hasn't cleaned up his circle yet. Okay, but an event is about to take place that's going to give him some clarity, and it could be a female that comes in, and she's like, she could be a Gemini, but I feel like she ain't with the shit. So like, for him to like her, like he ain't gonna be able to do both. So something could be getting ready to pull him away from his circle. Encourage it. Okay. Tiffany. Will I get married again? You know what? I'm gonna get married again. Queen of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. I feel like you're going to be in a committed relationship again. But I feel like there's a really big shot, that one more shot, because I feel like you're going to build something financially. I feel like whatever you build financially, or maybe you will end up owning a house or whatever, I feel like this is a commitment. I feel like it's a long-term commitment. I feel like you're being very cautious about who you give availability to your things. I feel like your mindset is going to shift, okay? Like, I don't need a piece of paper. I need to keep my shit. I feel like you're going to own a house, my love. Okay? And I feel like there's a reason why. So pay attention to that. All right. I'm going to answer two more. And then I'm going. I got to take my mom to go get an x-ray. Deadhead. Jamie, will I get justice for what Ryan has done? Yes, but not through you, Deadhead. Okay? And I feel like it's going to come in monetary losses. Maybe this person only cares about money, but they about to get drugged for their money. Okay, King of Cups. Okay, this could be like a father figure. Okay, or maybe his child support. Some shit is about to get hit. Nine of Pentacles. I feel like you're going to be doing better. Okay, with the Ace of Pentacles is going to be a Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so what they meant for you is going to happen to them. Mark that. Okay, one more. Okay, Neek. Is Dondre done with our connection? Is Dondre done with our connection? And I'm going to come back on this week and do some more questions. Okay, but like I said, I got to take my mom to go get an x-ray, so I'm not going to stay on long. Spirit, can you show me? Done with the connection? DeAndre, done with the connection? Well, he's blocking you, whether physically or not. He's definitely blocking you. He wants you to feel left out in the cold. Okay, the Strength card. Okay. I feel like rather than trying to pursue that, you need to disconnect your energy. I feel like there's a King of Pentacles with the Nine of Cups. There's another situation that's going to be way more fulfilling. And then this person will want to come back. But lo and behold, you're already going to be, you know, in something better. And you're not going to want to go back. Okay. But they're doing it to kind of like try to make you feel something. Okay. And in reality, it's called cutting off your nose to spite your face. Okay? Steve Horton. I'm going to give you a card because I'm about to get off. Okay? But I understand feeling tired. Okay? So make sure you're listening, Steve. Okay? And make sure you follow me, okay? We give Steve Horton a message. Something that can help him today. That can lift him up. Something that sets him on the path. Can you show me, please? Steve Horton, you've been going through a lot of conflicting energy internally. And you may be experiencing this by feeling misunderstood by people outside of yourself. Okay, you got the Eight of Pentacles here. Okay, I feel like this Eight of Pentacles, there's something about work. And I don't know if you're working right now. But Spirit wants you to build your foundation, okay? Whether this is a trade school or something like that, or an apprenticeship or something like that, disabled. Okay, Steve, stay listening. Because you're disabled doesn't mean that you can't find things that you can do, even from home. I feel like if you were to turn your vision to that, you will remove some of the conflicts that you're having within. Because it feels like everything is getting away from you. But it's because you want to get away from your overall situation. And rather than trying to run from it, you need a way to transform it. The Knight of Pentacles, it's been a long time. And like you said, you feel tired. Okay? But Spirit wants you to pick one thing that you want to focus on, a short-term goal that is not to do with somebody else. Okay? So for instance, this could be like, hey Iris, this could be like, and I don't know what kind of disability you have, okay? But this could be like, I'm going to learn how to use Canva online because I can sell images, or I can, do online work, gig work for a company that I create for less than $200 and make another stream of income. Chronic heart, okay? So what I'm telling you, you can actually do. And even on disability, you can't surpass a certain amount of income. But Spirit's saying you need to create something that is for you, something that you desire to do. Okay, something that makes you feel with purpose. Okay, this could be learning meditation. Okay. There is a way to change the mindset, Steve. And not through other people, through you. Spirit wants you to find things that elevate you. Okay? All right, guys. Okay, that's it for today, guys. Make sure that you are following so that the next time I am on, you can get your question answered. I always take about 5 to 10 questions at the end, but I only take them from followers. Okay? You're welcome, Steve. All right? So I'm wishing you all light and love. This is every Monday, and then I try to come on during the week too. But every Monday, we do the elements for everybody. Do not miss it. I'm wishing you all light and love and blessings on blessing, guys. Bye. Bye, guys.